Good afternoon. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer at TWLO.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead. So it is Wednesday and pretty eventful day. You know, we came in this morning after the S&P broke the 8-day yesterday, and we said, okay, you break the 8-day, maybe you hold the 21-day. Same thing that happened, a few weeks ago. So I posted the chart on Twitter, and that was kind of the roadmap. You look here at the chart of the S&P cash. Okay, this is pretty much when we went over. So let's just kind of focus it up to the post-Brexit move so you could see it a little clearer. So right here, okay, this was one trend that when we broke the 8-day, what did we do? We held the 21-day, okay? Then made new highs. Then from here, broke the 8-day, held the 21-day. All right, I'm not saying we're going to go up and just make new highs, but I guess if you had it targeted, maybe you were short from yesterday's close on lows and you covered into that, so at least you could figure out what to do next, a little free and easy. Or maybe you bought today, versus the 21-day, or maybe even bought when you did a little red dog reversal at 21.78. Did close back at 21. Where did it close? A little bit higher, 21.82 at 3. So anyway, decent roadmap to have, and that's what I try and do every day: is give you a roadmap, and then we have to execute any which way that we feel the most comfortable. So right now, we had a point of reference here. Do we retest it and then go, or do we open up tomorrow? At this point, I'd say, nothing's screaming at you to be short. And if you're, staying with longs and you're managing positions, I still think things look more constructive than not. And if some of you guys from this last breakout here, if you drew this trend, it's still intact. So, these tiny accelerated trends shook the tree a little bit, but this trend from the breaking of this that first strong jobs report still well intact. So then let's go to stocks. This morning I posted a chart of Apple, said I did my call spreads all done yesterday, sold the 110s when the stock was close to 110, and figured we may be able to buy it back close to 108.5 on the VTF. They saw me get long. Unfortunately, it wasn't a heck of a lot. Why did I get long? Not because I was doubting Target's call of it 20% or doubting this or that, just because what? Here is the 8-day moving average, and we've been above it. So why not give it a test? This is also like a spot almost like halfway from here. So if you sold into this topping tail and got short, you were able to make money. And if you sold into this topping tail and said, I'm going to wait till the 8-day, you were able to execute. Now let's see if it goes sideways and continues. We have a new point of reference right here in this 108.34, when 16 cents below. So Apple was nice, okay, even for a day trade today, besides the options and et cetera, et cetera. And if you're still in it, you're still in it. I actually sold mine on the close, and I'm just going to let my options, work out a little bit. But all in all, this still looks good. Broke the downtrend, has a big gap, just came a long way. Now it just needs to prove it could hold higher. First time was the 8-day, and now we'll see what's next. In other stock land, things that I'm going to go over because I came in long them, or just to give you the strategy, because that's why I'm here. Baba, I came in long. Held in pretty well. At this point, it's building a nice little upper level bull flag. We'll see how long it takes before it takes this spot out. I have about the same amount as I had last night. I did buy more into the quick down open, and it did hold higher. So there was a nice trade there. Still looks good. Let the 8-day, 21-day catch up. Did rally in the afternoon, but I still think it's okay. At this point, I would say, I'm not going to give one of those things. But I think this gets taken out at some point. It's just a matter of when. Netflix I did not come in with, and it actually woke up a little bit today. I think, still not showing anything blaring, but it did enough to get me back in. So I'm in Tier 1 Netflix, thinking that maybe it could be an add above this. Finally, it's very choppy, but it woke up early and held in there, so we'll see if this could finally break out a little bit. It's been choppy, but if you keep it small until you see real volume and a real breakout, you'll be able to catch it and make up for all these little paper cuts, which we've had. Then, Facebook, I also got back involved. Why did I get back involved? Because, I'm usually involved in Facebook, and it's been pretty lethargic lately. Yesterday, I lost some money trying it. Today, it was a little bit better. What did it do? It held this, 21-day moving average, okay, and turned up a little bit, showing some power, which we haven't seen in Facebook in a while. Let me get my pen. Okay, what do I mean by power? Well, held it 21-day and closed above yesterday's high. So to me, that's showing a little power, and then maybe at some point, it gets going again if they want the leaders. I would say high beta tech acted better in today's bounce and some other things. Not saying it means they're back in business, but at least, they're showing some upper floors now. This showed a little bit of power also. Maybe it gets back underway. Amazon also showed a little power and looks, not power, but it held the 21-day. You sell the 8-day, you buy the 21-day, and even if you did it just for a trade, you made some money. Not a heck of a lot of money, but it was targeted, and now maybe that's the pivot. In the new issue land we've been talking about, this ACIA is a monster. Look at that. Holy cow. Not much of a pull-in after this stretch. Traded above this prior high, made new highs, and can't believe it. I guess I can believe it. We've been on top of this thing. Guys have been making good money here, buying the dip. Ever since this spot, it's been on my note. We'll see if its cousin, I guess, you call it a cousin because it's also a recent new issue, wants to hang out here, build a upper flag, and go again. Fundamentally, not the same as ACIA, but who knows? This was your last nice buy when it cleared this spot, and with a little time, maybe this gets to go again. I was in LN last night. I stayed with it. I think this chart, to me, has the makings of another nice move. It's supposed to be the biggest IPO that came out in Japan, and whether it's their Facebook or not, et cetera, broke above the IPO, held it, made a higher high, closed above this, and I know I'll be buying it above this, so I'm long some and I'm taking it home, and I will add if we can tomorrow intraday if it goes. We'll talk about this in the morning call. And some of you guys traded this PI. Look at that. Pow. That's why we have them on the radar, guys. Talked about if it could hold this, can continue. What did it do? Held the 8-day moving average, closed strong, and closed above this spot, and probably have a lot of guys, taking it home long. So again, on my Redler All Access note that I write every morning, it takes me 2 hours. I now have a section of about 5 names of the new issues that have been trading well with momentum, besides the high beta tech, besides the mega caps, besides the casinos, besides the banks and the indices. We got to figure out what's moving and what's working, and these things are until they're not. And that's really it. Oil's still strong, and gold's in the process of basing and creating this triangle here. Today was a little bit of a head scratcher with the minutes. It seems as if they might be going to September, but gold doesn't care yet. You have this nice isometrical triangle. At some time, it's either going to break above this and continue to highs or break below. We shall see. I have no conviction on gold right now. And that is the story. Happy hump day. We haven't heard that commercial in a while, and I'll see you tomorrow at the morning call, either the the express, for those of you not all access, which is 5-6 minutes, or the 20-minute nuts and bolts version that I go over that is attached to my actual written note. Have a good night.